Hello, guys and girls. It is I, Aaron Lee, here today. And I'm doing a video called Arrow Season 1 and Season 2 review video. I really liked this show. I thought it was a really good show. I really enjoyed it. I binge watched the entire series of this show already. I just finished episode 9 of Season 3 yesterday. That was the episode where Ra's al Ghul stabbed Oliver in the stomach and it looked like he died, and then he pushed him off a cliff, and that's how the episode 9 ended in a cliffhanger idea. And I like that the episode with Felicity is showing her origins of her life, and they even showed her mother in Season 3, and she had said that her mother looked like a porn star or something like that. And but I'm gonna do a review on this show. And there are 3 plot summaries here. The first one says Oliver Queen and his father are lost at sea when their luxury yacht sinks. Apparently, in a storm, his father dies, but Oliver survives for 5 years on an uncharted island and eventually returns home. But he wasn't alone on the island, where he learned not only how to fight and survive, but also of his father's corruption and unscrupulous business dealings. He returns to civilization, a changed man, determined to put things right. He disguises himself with the hood of one of his mysterious island mentors, arms himself with a bow, and sets about hunting down the men and women who have corrupted his city. Written by Anonymous. And then it continued, there's some more here. After many years in a sheltered rich boy life, Oliver Queen is stranded on an island after his father's yacht crashes. He must learn to survive on his own. 5 years later, he is found alive and well after he was presumed to be dead. After he returns to his home, in a surrounding city, he begins his crusade to rid his home city of nasty villains, drug dealers, mob bosses, and criminals by becoming an arrow shooting vigilante. Sorry, I'm getting a little sweaty here. I'm still here though. I hope you're enjoying my little review I'm doing today. I guess these are written by some people. And the third, it still continues. Spoiled billionaire playboy Oliver Queen is missing and presumed dead. When his yacht is lost at sea, he returns 5 years later, a changed man, determined to clean up the city as a hooded vigilante armed with a bow. Written by Clausonia Sonopoulos. After a violent shipwreck, billionaire playboy Oliver Queen was missing. and presumed dead for 5 years before being discovered. Let me go back here. Plot synopsis. And was missing and presumed dead for 5 years before being discovered alive on a remote island in the Pacific. When he returns home to Salt Lake City, his devoted mother, Maura, much beloved sister, Thea, and best friend, Tommy, welcome him home. But they sense Oliver has been changed by his ordeal on the island. While Oliver hides the truth about the man he's become, he desperately wants to make amends for the actions he took as the boy he was. Most particularly, he seeks reconciliation with his former girlfriend, Laurel Lance, as Oliver reconnects with those closest to him. He secretly creates the main character of Arrow, a vigilante to right the wrongs of his family, fight off the ills of society, and restore Starling City to its former glory. By day, Oliver plays the role of a wealthy, carefree, and careless philanderer he used to be, flanked by his devoted chauffeur/bodyguard, John Diggle. While carefully concealing the secret identity, he turns to undercover of darkness. However, Laurel's father, Detective Quentin Lance, is determined to arrest the vigilante operating in his city. Meanwhile, Oliver's own mother, Maura, knows much more about the deadly shipwreck than she has let on, and is more ruthless than he could ever imagine. That was the first season. It was a pretty good season, and Tommy died at the end of season 1, I believe, and Malcolm Merlin was the bad guy in the first season, and Maura was working with him. She was kind of dirty in the first and second. She does a lot of lying in this season, and Oliver kind of lied too in the season. He does, there are these 2 earthquake machines. I guess Malcolm Merlin in the first season wanted to destroy the Glades. It worked. They stopped one of the earthquake bomb things, but apparently there was a second one in the season, and that's kind of how it ended. And I guess the first season was different parts where he was just stopping regular criminals in this. He also had this handbook that had a list of, it was a hit book of these men and women that are evil in the city, and some of them were villains and others were regular criminals. Mostly they had a lot, and the character Felicity Smoke was in season 1, in the second half of it. And no, John Diggle, I guess, was not, from another source, said that he was not in the comic books at all. And I guess he was some chauffeur and bodyguard. John Diggle, he used to be a former employee of Argus, that secret government organization. It it was like an advanced research facility of some sort. And there was a black lady in charge. Amanda Waller is her name. And John Dingle's girlfriend also works for Argus. I guess they had a baby in season 3. I guess, and there's also, and there's, and the people are pretty attractive in this show. All the women are pretty hot, and the guys are pretty attractive too. Everybody's pretty attractive in the show. I mean, I'm not really attracted. I'm mostly attracted to the girls, not the guys. I don't want you to think otherwise. But I'm not gay, you know. I am pretty straight guy, and I should be an Arrow because I am pretty handsome myself. I guess and the actors are pretty young in these shows too. Don't worry, I'm still here. But that was season 1 was great, and season 2 was about Deathstroke. Deathstroke was and then this season, he was the villain of the show. I guess they focus on one villain for the show, and then Oliver / Arrow fights him at the end of the episode. And it was about the Mirakuro of some sort. It was like this drug that gave you super strength and stuff like that. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I mean, Arrow's a bit gory and stuff. And I've seen a couple of sex scenes in the show too, and it's a little bit dark and more serious than Flash is. But I still love Flash. I binge watched all 9 episodes of that show this year too. I mean last year, and I binge watched Arrow last year too. And I'm waiting for episode 10 of Arrow and Flash. And I really rate these seasons. I thought they were pretty good, decent. They had a good story, and I liked all the characters it had too. And it was a pretty interesting story for both seasons. I don't really remember the details, but I guess I told you a little bit of the story. And I mean, in the 3rd season, I mean, he wasn't all 5 years on the island. I guess they changed that. Now, in the flashback sequences of Oliver, they show him in Hong Kong, China. He lives with this like Asian dude and his family, his wife and son. I guess his wife is like the superhero Katana from the New 52 series, I guess. She wears a mask in Hong Kong. She's actually Japanese, actually, because Katana is a Japanese sword. She's this vigilante with a sword in Hong Kong, I guess, and they had a son, have a son too. He's like 8 or 9. He's like Yoanki or something like that. I don't know Katana's real name. I don't know her husband's name or her son's name very well. I don't really know how to say Chinese names very well, but that's okay. I mean, they kind of train him in a way. And he was working undercover for Amanda Waller, and she told him it was okay to torture people in interrogation stuff with arrows and stuff. I thought that was pretty interesting too. That was I know it's not about. I'm not going to do a review on season 3. I just wanted to mention some of that for you. I mean, if you've seen the show, don't watch it. I did spoil a lot in this video. If I spoil too much, don't watch it. Go and watch all the shows first, and then watch my video. Okay? I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to make you upset or anything. But go and see the show for yourself. I give the whole season 1. I give season 1 an 8 out of 10, I guess. And then season 2 is a 10 out of 10. I gotta say, season 2 is by far my favorite season of Arrow. I thought season 1 was okay, and alright, I guess it was because the first season it does okay and good and all. But it's always the different seasons are always, the following seasons are always better for some reason. I guess that is, Deathstroke is one of my favorite DC characters. I think he was pretty cool. I really liked him in that game, Injustice. Injustice had Arrow too. I didn't really like the comic Arrow too much. I never liked his mustache or goatee in the comics or in the cartoons that much. I thought it looked alright. But the live action version looks better. They chose a pretty good actor to play Arrow. My dad won't watch the show. He doesn't like a guy in a hood or something, or covering his eyes or something. I guess he had like makeup around his eyes in the first season. In the second season, they made a mask for around his eyes. So I thought it was pretty cool. And they're right. They should have called him Green Arrow, and they should have, the canary. They should have called it Black Canary. I guess Laurel Lance will be the new. Yeah, the new Black Canary. They already have a costume of a black leather suit for her, and the blonde hair and the eye mask are really. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. She's pretty attractive too, and they all are. I mean, yeah, even Thea's attractive too. I guess. I get a little sweaty and nervous. I've been nervous for a while about doing this, but I guess I did all right, and I really like the show. It was a blast. Go see it for yourself. I guess the guy who played the detective did really well too. I liked all the characters too. They did a good job. They chose the right actors, I'm starting to like that John Diggle guy. He's a family man now, and now he proposed to a girl. He's going to get married and all of that. They really developed him nicely. Whoever made it, good job, CW, for making this Arrow. Continue Arrow for a long time. Don't cancel it ever. It's a really good show. Even my friends like it. I'm trying to get them more into it because I like it so much. My friend Andrew Flores and Josh Flores, they really like it too. I think Steven Friendo's getting into it too. And Mark, I'm trying to get Brian and Matt to get it. They'll probably watch it. I don't know. And I'm trying to get my cousin Josh to come over and hang out with me. He's Tedeschi. I've told you about my cousin Josh before in previous videos. And in the second season, Thea is actually Malcolm Merlin's daughter in a way. That's kind of weird. And I guess Tommy was actually her brother. She kind of had. She has a biological father, but he wasn't really there for her. You know, I mean, They mentioned this in the second season, at the finale of the second season, and I don't remember. Sometimes I forget scenes of shows and fight scenes and stuff. I'm not gonna remember everything here, guys. But go and see the show for yourself if you like it. I like that. I didn't like when they showed the. I didn't like when there. Sarah had a relationship with one of, Ra's al Ghul's daughter in this. I guess Ra's al Ghul is some sort of demon. He was an heir of a demon or something like that, and I guess, and it turns out that Thea killed Sarah with 3 arrows, and Malcolm Merlyn is training her to become a good archer like him. Kind of following in his footsteps. And Thea has this like new haircut style. I don't know what's that all about, but yeah, it looks better actually out of her. I like her new haircut actually, and I like the character Roy Harper. I really liked him as Arsenal in season 3. He did a really good job, and I guess he was under the Mirakuru in the second season, and I guess Deathstroke killed Oliver's mom in season 2 with a sword, stabbed right through, and you saw through the other side. And it was a really good season. And I guess Sebastian Blood didn't want his Oliver's mom to run for mayor, so she actually saved her daughter and son in season 2, I guess. And I was kind of sad, and it was kind of sad when Sarah died in season 3. I gave a little bit of a review for the 3rd season. It's not the complete whole season though, but I'll do my review video on season 3 next. Later, next time I do a video. And I guess Sebastian Blood became good toward the end of the season. He gave him the cure for the Mirakuru. They had a cure for it too. And I guess Star Labs made it, and they were trying to. And the city was in chaos in the second season and the first season. I guess well, it was a pretty fun show. I liked it, and I like that the Flash is connected with Arrow as well. And I hope that they have Batman connected with it, and I've heard that they're gonna make a Supergirl TV show and a Teen Titans TV show on the CW as well. I guess Smallville started the whole CW superhero thing. I never really watched Smallville, but I guess that show was on for like 10 years, 10 seasons. That's what they're trying to do with all these other shows. And Gotham's a really good show too. I really like these shows. I'm having a lot of fun with them. And I tried my best to remember scenes of the show. But I give season 1 an 8 out of 10, and I give season 2 a 10 out of 10. I really like those shows, and I hope they continue them for a very long time. I gotta go now. I'm doing this too long, guys and girls. But I hope you enjoyed my little review on Arrow. And let me know what you thought of it. And comment down below. Leave a comment, a like, favorite, subscribe, view, opinions, and thoughts. And I hope you like it. And enjoy it for your viewing pleasure, guys and girls. And stay tuned for more. And I gotta go now. So drink some hot chocolate, and I'll see you all later.